What's up, guys? It's KJ with Play Legit. I'm reviewing Gears of War Ultimate Edition for the Xbox One. Now, those of you who remember the game, it's been about 10 years, man, so it's been a little bit. But you do remember the Unreal Power graphics, the blood and gore, and the revolutionary cover system. Well, that's all back, but what they added to the game, new team coalition, comprised of ex-members of the original and some new folks. What they did here is they took the campaign, reworked all the cutscenes, remade them so they look extra vicious. So if you remember that scene with Kim and Ram having their confrontation, that's one of my favorite cinematics of all time. They completely went in and did it all over again, and it's just as awesome and even better. So from a presentational aspect, the cutscenes are on lock. The graphics, they shine those up too, and it's not just a resolution upgrade. They actually went in and redid all the character models. Now some of the stages could use a little bit of work. They all look good, but some stages you could tell they put their elbow grease in it a little bit more than others. And note that this version in the campaign is 30 frames per second, but the PC version is supposed to be 60. And also the multiplayer for everybody is 60 frames per second, so it's nice, speedy, smooth action going on at all times. One thing I noticed too is that it's a lot harder to get stuck on walls. The first game when you're roadie running, very easy to bump into something and get caught on it and end up getting shot and killed. They tweaked that quite a bit. Other little things I noticed too is that when you throw a grenade, they increase the blast radius. I'm one of those folks who likes to frag tag, and so I'll tag somebody with a grenade and run away. They made it harder in this. Well, I guess I can't complain because it is kind of cheap, but it's harder to get away because most of the time people will take you with them now. So I guess I can't really complain about that. Big thing that was the issue with Gears 1, the original, was that they didn't have dedicated servers. So whoever was the host of the game, their shotgun was made out of rockets almost. It was hard for you to win a one-on-one confrontation with somebody, but now that it's dedicated servers, everyone's on the same playing field, so it's just all about pure skill. The game modes you remember, Execution, Assassination, Warzone, have all returned, but they also added, you remember from Gears of War 3, Team Deathmatch. There's a 2v2 mode where people have shotguns in a closed off area of a stage, and that's it. It's a shotgun battle, and that's only in ranked matches right now, but that is just intense as ever. King of the Hill has been brought to this also. And there's also another mode that's very similar to King of the Hill called Blitz. In Blitz, one person on your team has to stand in the circle at all times to collect the points. If one person leaves the circle, no points are being issued out. So that's the intense thing. You have to understand when to be in the circle because people are going to be shooting you on the other team. So you have to know when to be in the circle or get out. So I actually like that mode quite a bit, a lot more than I thought I was going to. But ultimately, I think Team Deathmatch is the go-to Gears mode right now. Another thing that they added on is gun skins. So they sell them in the store, and there's 3 gun skins per pack, and each pack is like $5. If you ask me, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't charge for any gun skins at all, and a lot of them just look absurd to me. You know, Gears is just a dark tone, violent, vicious game, and you see people running around with bright ass rainbow colored guns, and it just kind of take me out of the experience. I know some people probably like that. Whether you do or don't, I feel like $5 for 3 skins and there's multiple packs. I think it's just ridiculous, man. Sometimes you'll be waiting a little bit for a game to start up. Now, once you get in it, it's super smooth, and I really had no issues. But sometimes you will be in that lobby just like, dang, when is this gonna get going? So that's something to note. That is something that can be tweaked and fixed, but it's something that has to be addressed right now. Also, the thing that has not changed about Gears 1, they did not fix it in this, is the team AI. When I'm playing on a hardcore or insane difficulty, you really have to babysit your teammates. Please play this in co-op because plenty of times they get put down, they're not taking cover, they're not helping me out. The only thing they're doing is getting me killed, trying to babysit them. So that's something that has not changed that I'm disappointed about, but overall, if you know what you're doing in Gears, you're gonna get through it, power through it, chainsaw through it. Ultimately, Gears of War Ultimate Edition for $40, I mean, I think they did enough here for a newcomer. Definitely, if you're brand new to the series, this is definitely a nice way to jump in because if you buy this and you play this, you get registered for the original download of Gears, a download of Gears 2, a download of Gears 3, and a download of Gears of War Judgment. So you're getting 5 games for the price of one at a budget price already. There's so much deals going on, how can you turn it down? So ultimately, I have to give Gears of War a 4.5 out of 5.
What's that supposed to do?